Listen, Ted is currently confident he is surviving this coming to his maximum spiritual living thing and maximum intelligence, brain and body, what was intended to be brain and body, he was to be resurrected in after this coming, where he was trying to make approximately 1.7 million new angels of this. Therefore, in the creator systems, even on the computers and digitally and actually with actual genetics, there's plenty of this genetics now in what is now original heaven, digitally and actually, where not all of these brains and bodies were cremated when Ted terminated these approximately 1.7 million new angels after approximately 7 years in the creator systems, where he had capacity of approximately 2 million. He could resurrect or make and or resurrect 2 million at a time. It takes approximately 10 years. He has these huge companies and factories, like factories and companies and things where are really part of the kingdom, what are enormously secret, like a enormously secret government operation. And many of these, he had quite a bit of capacity, still has quite a large capacity, and it's possibly going to be increased again. He really doesn't need it currently. We're in judgment, and I'm not resurrecting this many humans, apparently. You know, what you're doing now is much worse than what you did, what Adam and Eve did in the Garden of Eden. What you're doing is much worse than eating of forbidden fruit from a tree where God said, I forbid you to eat from this tree. I am God. This is Ted, and I am God. I am the same God. I am the creator of heaven and earth and universe. Many things created in universe, what are spiritual living things, physical living things. I created all humans. I created all of earth. I created all things created with genetics. On earth, I created all things, but were the creator original on earth. Therefore, you're disobeying many commands by now. You've been commanded many times, no matter what. Even if I didn't survive this coming, you're still commanded to do it. You're still commanded to kill or drop Satan, Satan's demons, and spawns. You know, when it works in your favor, you agree. When it doesn't work in your favor, you disagree. Or many, when it works in their favor, they agree. And when it doesn't work in their favor, many disagree. You have to kill or drop Satan and Satan's demons and spawns. And all in the down to that side too much. This is enormously important. You have been commanded numerous times to do it. Therefore, you're going to see probably many of you punishment to maximum punishment, and you'll be cursed and to obliterated. You'll see evidence of this sometime in future, and then you're going to realize Ted's alive, and he's in original heaven, and he's now pounding us spiritually. We're starting to see evidence of this. Ted's doing it, and or new angels are doing it, and or different angels what he upgraded, and or new things he creates, what are angels and angel boats and angelinas, different things he creates, what are spiritual and things. You're going to get pounded. You're going to see evidence of this. And even if you don't, if Satan, demons, and spawns can counter to maximum counter, because those are spawning, and you don't see evidence of it, you are commanded to do it. You're commanded to do it during Ted's lifetime at soonest possible moments. To do what you call apocalypse. It's not called apocalypse. We're calling it just simply killing to dropping of Satan, Satan's demons and spawns, and all on the down that side too much. You've been commanded numerous times by Ted. You've been commanded numerous times by different angels, royal angels, and angels. You've been commanded numerous times by this time in writing and in video, definitely in writing. You've been commanded numerous times. And yet you want to, who cares? I mean, well, we care that Ted lives. It doesn't matter if I live or don't survive or live. It doesn't really matter if I survive or don't survive this coming. You have to kill or up Satan, Satan's demons and spawns and all down to that side too much. Even though I believe currently I am to survive this coming. It doesn't matter if I survive it or not. This is no excuse. There's no excuses for disobeying these commands. There are no excuses. I accept no excuses. There are no reasons. There are no justifications. There are no excuses. You are commanded again by Ted to kill or drop Satan, Satan's demons and spawns, and all on the down of that side too much as soon as possible moments. Ted here is supposed to command it, and it's supposed to be, when I give command, you give exact same commands, world leaders that have governments and militaries would have weapons of mass transition, including nukes. When I give command, you give exact same command. When I give commands, you give exact same commands. Or you can be shot. You know, summary executed right there. This would even apply to current president, any president of the United States, any president of Russia, any president. When I give a command, you give exact same command, or you will be shot. I will command a summary execution of you, right there in front of everybody. Therefore, you are commanded to do this, or I'm going to put you in something down to hell to Hades, or something down to hell to something lower. Many of you world leaders, including of the United States of America, and including Russia, including many in Europe, including what have any nukes in the slightest, and any other weapons of mass transition, and any other militaries of any significance. You are commanded to do this. And Ted should be in a room full of presidents and commanders of militaries. And when I give commands, you are supposed to give commands. I command you, all of you. I command all of Earth. I command all Weevil Earth leaders. I command all leaders. I command all governments. I command all militaries. Militaries, you're all going to be punished for this. All militaries on Earth from this point forward. All governments, all leaders, all politicians, all in government, all militaries. You're going to be punished. You're going to be hurt to punished. That have, well, I'm not going to say only nukes or weapons of mass transition would even have capability to build them. You better start building them how rapidly you can. You better start, designing and manufacturing and building these how rapidly you can. Some of you, then somebody better start it. It's supposed to be Ted commands it. When I give commands, you give exact same commands. You're committing sin far worse, humans of Earth, far worse than what happened with Adam and Eve in Garden of Eden. It's far worse now. There's no possibility Satan's demons or spawns or any would possess Ted to be doing this. There's no possibility, not any remote possibility, this is a possession by Satan and or Satan's demons and spawns. There's no possibility. And then I have many of these religions to worst false religions against Ted, and their leaders pounding against Ted, and these churches pounding against Ted, and those clergy pounding against Ted, and those working for these churches and these churches pounding against Ted, and members of these churches pounding against Ted, and you're getting minimum, many of you, eternal death minimum to putting something down to hell to something lower by this time. I have had enough. These are much additionally maximum commands than the Ten Commandments. This is much additional than sin than what happened in Garden of Eden by this time. Much additional.